Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Boba's back. I don't know actually. What comes after that?
It goes. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Shady's back. Baby, Boba's back, wouldn't it?
Isn't it tell a friend? No,
There is that bit. There is that bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
we're still there.
how do you think that went?
Fantastic.
Pretty good.
They always are.
I don't think we need to re-record that.
No,
It was
no,
lightning in a bottle, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, straight away,
cool.
yeah.
Boba Fett's back. Is what I was trying to say.
He is back, and with a fucking vengeance, isn't he?
Oh my god, Mr. Rodriguez, thank you very much for this bountiful episode. This is the Full Fat Podcast, where we'll be going through The Mandalorian every week, as well as whatever old shit we just want to talk about, including films and TV shows, and maybe even video games and music, anything we've seen really. Yeah. But I think we might as well start The Mandalorian, hot off the heels of last week. What did you think, Charlie?
I really liked it. We was a little bit concerned when I see the time of like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it got going straight away. And immediately, we sat there and watched it together, didn't we? And we were saying immediately like, well, the stakes already feel higher than what we had last week. We're having Baby Yoda trapped in that sort of false... What would you say?
Field?
Force
field?
Force field? That's not how the force works. Like a force field type thing. And obviously, then it has that great moment where Grogu, falls asleep, don't you? And
do you want me to get like an electric buzzer or something so that every time we say Baby Yoda instead of Grogu?
We just like, that's a good idea actually. Yeah.
Sorry, Disney overlords, it was Grogu, it won't happen again. Must make sure your marketing is spot on.
Brilliant.
In a way, it kind of answered... Well, not answered all the questions, sorry. It gave us all the things that we weren't getting in the previous episode that we were complaining about on the podcast.
Yeah, 100%. And we were also kind of saying how this felt like it should have been the fourth episode. It kind of felt like... I don't know where it's going from now, but it kind of felt like the tragedy. It felt like the midpoint.
Yes.
With Baby Yoda being taken away, I did like now that we said that the Razor Crest has now been destroyed.
Destroyed, absolutely totaled.
Because I like that they kind of gave us a few, like, oh, they fixed the ship and then he's got it back again and they fixed it. And I like that it was just like, nope, boom, see you later, all of it's gone.
And because the whole season has been the ship getting a bit rusty and him repairing things in kind of a humorous way, I don't necessarily think you were expecting it to blow up. Or at least I didn't.
No, definitely not. I thought it was really solid.
He lost things. He fucked up.
There
Things
was
that have
tension.
not been happening all season.
The action was shot great.
I think it might even be better than last week. And last week had a Jedi.
Yes.
This week it was just like,
I agree. I think
dudes in helmets.
I think this is the second best shot action since the first episode.
Of this season?
Of this season, yeah.
Yes, I would agree with that, definitely. Definitely. The hand-to-hand had such an oomph to it, didn't it?
Everything.
And, like, Tamira Morrison, he's not like a martial artist, is he? He's not like an expert. He's not like a David Lech or, a Whooping or whatever. He's not someone that can do all the stuff on screen, is he? I'm not 100%
sure in terms of his background and that, but I don't think he's that tier. He's not that tier.
Oh, don't be wrong. I'm sure he could wreck shop.
Yeah.
But he's not necessarily like a
stunt guy.
A stunt guy, martial arts master. He's an actor, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I thought it was very smart of them to give him that stick, so that it all the kind of the physical stuff, because he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? He's not as spry as he was during Attack of the Clones. It was what 18 years ago. I thought it was very clever to give him that pointy stick, because he was just essentially just swinging it left, right, and centre, wasn't he? There was no sort of like complex choreography, and it felt so satisfying every single time he dunked on one of those stormtroopers.
Just seeing like him smash the skulls of stormtroopers and having them they're dishevelled on the ground.
It was awesome, and seeing the kind of the pieces of the helmet shatter. I felt maybe a good example would have been Donnie Yen to what I said a moment ago, because I actually think this moment in this sequence where he's smashing up the stormtroopers was like a better version of the scene in Rogue One with Donnie Yen. And also, Donnie Yen can really do those things, so it just shows what a good director can do, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because Rodriguez, I think, made Tamira Morrison look like an absolute badass. Yes, unstoppable throughout the whole episode.
It was cool because it kind of like, for me, watching it was cool because it was like, I never thought they would take Boba in that direction of like him being like this brute. Do you know what I mean? Like they kind of merged what I've seen from Tamir Morrison in like Once We Were Warriors, where he's this kind of bulking animal of a man who kind of just like ferocious sort of twitch muscle fibers. Do you know what I mean? Like just fast but strong. You know what I mean? Kind of, and I wasn't expecting that at all from an older Tamir Morrison.
Yeah,
to see him like launching stormtroopers and make them flip across the air. Like,
do you think Tamir, he's listening to the podcast right now, and he got right annoyed earlier when I said, look, he might not be able to necessarily do all these things. He's thinking, right, I'm going to give this little British, little white boy saying, what for, right? He's getting his coat on, and then he hears you go, yeah, I saw Once We Were Warriors, and he's an absolute animal in it. All right, then, I'll let him off. Yeah, I'll just sit back down.
Yeah. They're fine. They're fine with me.
Although, Tamir Morrison, if you want to kick my ass, it would be an absolute honour.
I'll pay you.
Killed by Jango Fett.
Fantastic.
100%.
What a way to go.
Yeah. And now Boba, of course. I mean, he was kind of officially Boba Fett since those 2004 special editions, wasn't he?
Yes.
They replaced the voice. But I think this is the first time that actor, I think, truly feels like the Boba Fett that people know.
Yeah.
It's kind of very satisfying to see it merged together.
Yeah.
I mean, you know this. I don't know if the listeners know this, but I always think Jango's better than Boba.
Yeah,
he does way more. He's got way more to do. He might be in an inferior movie, but I think if you just take those characters...
He's good at it.
Yeah, I mean, he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu. He's the clone template. What does Boba do? He captures Han Solo.
He rubs a girl's chin.
And then he gets killed by blind Han Solo, doesn't he? He fights Luke Skywalker for a bit.
He does. That is true. which does segue actually nicely into what I think that I'm hoping they do with Boba is... I'm hoping that, he's now become a humble man. Do you know what I mean?
You were saying this, weren't you? And I really like this idea that you said, yeah.
Yeah, because I think... Because obviously he can fight the way he does. It's like there's no real reason why a blind man with a stick should be knocking his rocket flying up in the air. Like, it's clearly, obviously, a mistake.
Well, this episode kind of refocuses what we think of as Boba Fett on live action, doesn't it? Because he's kind of a bit of a joke in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But now that he could do all this stuff, it's like, well, Luke Skywalker and Han in the gang, they got kind of lucky, really, because he could have fucked him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe not Luke Skywalker, but blind Han
Han
Solo, I think he's in trouble.
He's in trouble, mate. But yeah, so I like the idea, and I hope they go with this, of like, that whole scenario, and going through the Sarlacc pit and everything, it's kind of humbled him in a weird way, and kind of taught him a new way of life that I feel like he's on now, like a new path that he's on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it would be awesome if we just got like a bottle episode.
It was like,
it starts where he falls in, and the whole thing is just how he got out.
100%.
Make it like The Revenant. Make it like the worst night you've ever seen on Tatooine.
Yes.
Because I would not like to be digested over like, 1,000 years, I think it is?
No, thank you.
That sounds painful.
And I feel like it's been set up as well that somehow he's been saved by the crate dragon that they kill in the first episode.
Yeah, because they say something about like it eating the Sarlacc.
Eating Sarlaccs, yeah. So I wonder if there's going to be because that would be nice to have like that come in one of the episodes since we had that at the start.
Yes.
And then that's come full circle.
I was thinking it would be nice if, say, you spent the whole episode watching him climb out of the Sarlacc, or like, do you know what I mean? Like try and shoot his way out, do what Bob does best, and then he fails. That's the thing that humbles him. And then when he accepts he's going to die in this belly of the beast, that's when the crate dragon
comes.
Cuts a bit of it out. You know what I mean? He slips out or whatever.
Yeah,
and then I think that would be the thing that humbles him, isn't it? Because it's like he didn't even fight his way out.
Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah, that would be great. He got knocked over by a blind man into the pit. Then he couldn't even get out. And then
he lost his armour afterwards.
And lost his
I'd love to see how he lost it as well. Like, what happened? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, did it just spit it out?
We don't need to see it. It would just be cool.
It would be cool.
And also, in a season... I mean, they won't do it now this season. I'm pretty sure the next 2 episodes are going to be like pretty conjoined.
Yeah.
But in a season, or in a show that kind of goes off the beaten track a lot and does like random bottle episodes, I think it would be cool to just do it from another character's perspective.
100%.
Just give us the Boba episode, And then we'll decide if we want the Boba spin-off, rather than commissioning or rumour milling a load of spin-offs that we don't know if we want yet.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I've just started making digital art on Instagram. If you like my thumbnails and want to see me do more photoshops, then I post daily. Please consider giving me a follow. You'll get access to updates regarding the channel, as well as unused thumbnail designs, doctors as Jedi, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'd appreciate it.